But we watched plain as day those people give the hand signal to make sure he stays on track. By the way, the word whore is a King James word. Don't get too nervous. My wife's about to pass out in the sawdust.
Try to start this gosh darn thing up in an unexpected, slightly different way. Where's my man E.W. Jackson going with this? Early in the wine cellar, before a majority of you knew this shit existed, when just like 800 white atheists tuned in only to find out I talked about racism, they knew that my man E.W. Jackson was the one that accused Obama of being a Muslim and an atheist, confused himself and said, I don't know how he can be both, but he is.
But he is.
And kept on E.W. Jacksoning. And he is back to tell religious right activists that they will defeat some things.
Defeat what things?
Things that cannot win against them, ma'am. Gonna quit all this, quit drinking that haterade, player.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and say ma'am like I'm the one about to say something goofy. Okay.
And for those who have nothing good to say about our country, I don't mind telling them there are boats and planes leaving every day. Wherever you want to go, and go there. Patriotism comes from the word pater, meaning love of or honor of the Father. And it's not just about our founding fathers, it's about the Father God who gave us this nation.
Willy-nilly nonsense.
And if you really believe that this nation is a gift that God gave to you, to your children and to your grandchildren, and you ought to be willing to say, I'm not going to let some bunch of Marxists and socialists and communists take this nation away and rob my posterity of the great gift that God has given us.
You understand that? These fucking Marxists.
It's weird seeing non-white Christians celebrate dominionism. It's a little weird. Like, we celebrate our forefathers, the slave owners. Oh, okay. You celebrate that. Go ahead.
You realize they're not your forefathers consensually, my man. Get it together, grouch. Right? I'm losing my line. God damn.
Right. That fucking special was so bad.
Dave Chappelle's whack jokes, because I have to do my job, I watch that shit. This is not the Dave Chappelle episode, but Jesus Christ, folks, when I talk about it, I'm going to have a video clip ready because I just find it interesting that Dave Chappelle, the bedroom chicken pimp, of which he played a bedroom. It's weird to say out loud. It's like, that's not real bedroom chicken pimp. Yes, bedroom chicken pimp that essentially played like a food dom of fried chicken, of which he had his partner dress up as a chicken and eat the fried chicken off of him. Dave Chappelle compared folks being transgender to blackface, minstrelsy, as it were.
Yeah.
All right. And E.W. Jackson ain't having that neither.
You know, we as Christians are positive people and optimistic people, and we often think about things we can do and things that we can build. But I want to remind you that God gave us a negative responsibility too. And the negative responsibility is to destroy the works of the devil. And that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the works of the devil. Make no mistake about it. Marxism is a work of the devil. Socialism is a work of the devil. Transgenderism is a work of the devil.
E.W. Jackson agrees with Dave Chappelle. My bad. Think about the company you keep when you're being a transphobic fuck nugget.
I already said he supports J.K. Rowling.
A transphobic J.K. Rowling, the nigga that can imagine all sorts of fucking squirrely little goddamn, I don't know, gargoyles or whatever the fuck they're doing in them goofy ass books.
There was a giant snake that was turning people into stone.
I don't get it. Some hallucinogenic white woman's crossword puzzle, whatever the fuck she's writing.
Sexuality is a work of the devil. Abortion is the work of the devil. And we say, Satan, we're going to tear your kingdom down. They can call us whatever they want, but we're going to stand victorious before God, because you can't defeat Jesus Christ, and you can't defeat God's word, and you can't defeat truth. America's not going down. God is going to do a work in our country to bring us out of this mess. Awakening is on the way. All you got to do is step up, stand up, speak up, and don't back down. We read the back of the book and we win.
The fucking white supremacy written into Christianity.
Honestly. And this is why I be getting kicked out of churches and shit. Because I would just be asking questions. Why is socialism of the devil? What is it? What makes it so bad? What makes communism so bad? Why do we have to celebrate the forefathers? What if they just had bad ideas?
Also, socialism is of the devil.
Yes.
So you show me where in any version of your stupid ass book, in any language, it says anything about Satan being an economist. Oh shit. You've heard someone say something.
I'm thinking.
These fucking apologists. I won't have it.
I mean, Satan socializes misery, I guess. Does that?
We're gonna open up this show, ma'am.
He promised people money once. That's like kind of socialism, free money. Kinda.
Now, sisters and brothers, we know we got
Player.
over by the blood, the sweat, and the tears of sheroes and heroes, some whose names we know and some whose names we do not know. But I will tell you something, we have been here before. Now, the only difference is we got some company, Rev. We got our gay lesbian sisters and brothers with us this time. We got our Hispanic, Asian, Native American sisters and brothers with us this time. I think Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King said we may not have gotten here on the same ship, but we are in the same boat right now.
In Father Teresa's wine cellar, we believe all oppression is intersectional. And this means our analysis of current events frequently includes discussion of difficult and explicit content. Any combination of the following topics could be included in our show: murder, rape, war, climate change, racism, sexism, violence, sexual violence, homophobic violence, heterocentrism, discrimination and abuse against individuals of nonconformist sexuality, domestic violence, child abuse, child rape, child neglect, elderly abuse, verbal abuse, police brutality, microaggressions, ableism, cyberbullying, genital mutilation, ideological extremism, and people just being total fucking assholes.
All right. WineCellarMedia.com. I should probably share this live audio broadcast to my Americans United Again Facebook page. That's an old page I had for an old podcast I used to do. I was an American United Again. I don't know if you knew that about me.
Oh, Lord.
Folks.
Ricky! Sorry. My bad. That was rude of me.
All right, and there is Zach Loco posted up in the joint. Zach Loco, if you ever had any questions about gangster rap, I am answering them in a series of which has a pre-show and then 2 official episodes and a 3rd one in the gosh darn chamber. This here episode, when you hear a guy call himself an alpha male,
Yes.
an alpha feller,
Yes.
I guess I probably should have said a cis guy. I probably should have put that in the title, but
It's assumed.
yeah, I copy and pasted directly from the tweet because I wanted full authenticity.
Yes.
And plus there was a screenshot of the tweet, so that would have been weird.
That would have been
Like,
weird.
nigga, you rewriting. But yeah, we're assuming cis, but I'm also saying cis to remove assumption and make it we talking about who we is be talking about. All right.
Mhm.
Like it like if my little nigga, I got a little white homeboy.
Uh-huh.
And but that little nigga's a trans man or a trans guy. They're so young.
Yeah.
You're not a big man yet. And if Lil Cuz said, I'm an alpha male, I'd be like, let that nigga be that. Fall back. Let that nigga be that. Leave him alone. But here, that is the one Phoenix Politer said, what was your
I would assume that he is a sentient red flag.
sentient red flag? And my first thought is he really, really believes in systems. The systems as is are very important to this guy.
Yes.
And for this one, holy shit, I'll front load it. The tip jar wide open. PayPal.me/Phoenix and William. We have a $4,000 plumbing bill coming up this week. Thank you if you can help out.
Yay.
It's patreon.com/wine cellar media fund. And in this one, we also have people of color, especially children, most likely to be asked to leave Seattle libraries. And a 67-year-old man allegedly threatens and sends racist letters to a church. And your main man, Barry Hussein, Barack Obama.
Yes.
You see, there's a lot of folks out there that didn't want me to open up my fucking library.
No, we don't want you to open up that stupid ass thing.
That's what I'm talking about.
What's you need a library for?
You see, fellow Americans. It's not about Obama libraries and Bush libraries. It's about community libraries. And I have to move your raggedy ass out of the community to put my library in it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they break ground on their library, in case you hadn't noticed. And the picture is lovely. It's 3 shovels already stuck in the ground with J.B. Pritzker, Obama, Barack Obama, and Michelle Obama standing in front of the shovels as if they're the ones that shoved them in the ground. It's good stuff. And a Newport News man shares history of racial slurs and threats from a landlord following Attorney General's lawsuit of blatant discrimination. Phoenix Politer throws pliers down on work desk during podcast.
I do.
They're Nipix pliers, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're the good kind.
The blue collar heads cheered. A black man was dragged through shards of glass by police out there in the UK, and they did not offer help. A shooting in downtown St. Paul leaves 1 dead, 14 injured, and 2 podcasters thinking America is back, baby. Nuns used crucifixes to rape girls during decades of abuse carried out by clergy in France's Catholic Church that saw attacks on 330,000 children covered up by a wall of silence, damning report finds. That's when you know that the link is from one of them, the UK bullet point websites.
Yep.
They're like, no, we're telling you all. We know y'all niggas don't read past the headline. The fuck? But they're pretty good on those websites. Like they have videos loaded, embedded.
Yeah, they do.
They do a damn good job. All right. So that's what I have cracking here right now.
Okay.
And I just felt like checking right before going live over at rightwingwatch.org and caught that E.W. Jackson clip that made it to the front end, because E.W. Jackson is known for some top shelf. Where is it? What do we call it?
Willy-nilly nonsense.
Right.
Top shelf. And okay, and there's Zach Loco said support local libraries in the archive chat space.
Yes.
And
we
also,
do.
yep. And also chat loco, Zach Loco saying, now that I think about it, being an atheist Muslim isn't necessarily a contradiction. You can be raised in the culture and still consider yourself a Muslim or a Christian because you still celebrate the holidays or stuff, but not believe in a God, kind of like Nicole Sandler.
Yeah, lots of Jewish folks do that.
Yeah, Nicole Sandler's like, yeah, I mean, no, I'm Jewish. I'm atheist, but I'm Jewish. Don't worry about that. Mind your business, player. All right. So let me get on over to the, that's not it. Oh, we have an episode already scheduled for what to expect if you date a Kevin Samuels fan.
Nothing good. Nothing good.
That might be something that'll interest a couple of folks and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So over here at winecellarmedia.com. So when you hear a guy call himself an alpha male, why do you first think sentient red flag?
Well, firstly, if you have to announce that you are a thing, you're probably not the thing that you're announcing, whatever it is. Attractive, successful, the alpha, a business person, an entrepreneur. Like if you have to lead off telling me like what you think your position in life is, like that's already kind of a heads up a little bit. It's a little weird. But then also because I find this whole alpha male culture, these are just a bunch of men who think that they basically are better than other men, more masculine than other men, stronger than other men. But the biggest problem is that a lot of these people who get sucked in this alpha male bullshit is how they define themselves as being better men usually means more asshole and more cruel. So that is how they define their alphaness. So like if someone is identifying as an alpha male right now, you're telling me that your cruelty, you are intentionally cruel as a personality point to maintain what you perceive to be your social status. And that's kind of a red flag for me. Like honestly, because when you start getting this alpha male shit, these guys are going to go into the whole I get a plate first over children or someone who can't walk because I'm the man. So your manhood in this case is you're proving your dominance and your manliness by making children be hungry. What the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking weirdo? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like this whole I can cheat, but she can't cheat. First of all, weird. Like if you're going to cheat, just break up anyway. But also like, so your manliness means going out and like ruining other people's lives because you could be giving someone, like you could be the person you're cheating with an STD. They could get pregnant. All of a sudden there's child support. Everyone's involved. You're bringing all this drama home to your partner and your children. So again, your dominance is based on like creating chaos in the lives of everyone around you. You know what I mean? All this shit that they have with like, I've never seen healthy male traits come from people who are steeped in this like alpha male shit. It's about being better than everybody else by force, by bullying, by coercion, and then claiming that being an asshole to other people proves that you're better. It's a really weird fucking mindset.
And alpha, like that's sort of alpha, natural leader of some sort.
Yeah, well, so the whole alpha, so the alpha thing is based on like wolves, right? Because there's, as you heard, that I'm sure people have heard the term like leader of the pack, right? Same thing with like a pride of lions, where you just have basically like a group of animals living together, and usually one male and one female are sort of like the heads of the group, right? So and basically what happened with wolves, which is ironic because the alpha doesn't even mean what they think it means. But essentially what happened is we had wolves, humans, you know, not like I have wolves, but yeah, humans had wolves and were, you know, observing their behavior in enclosed spaces and asserting what an alpha was. But the catch to that is that how these wolves were behaving in captivity is not how they behave in the wild. In the wild, the traits that make the alpha male the alpha of the pack is his concern for the survival of the rest of the pack. So actually being like a good leader, being willing to make sacrifices, you know, are what actually create the survivability of the pack, which is the goal of the alpha in the wild. But in captivity, it's just, you know, the one guy who wants to be an asshole. And so, yeah, it reminds me a little bit of like when we talk about like haters and on with money and stuff, how people will say like crabs in a barrel, to which, you know, the question is always, wait, why the fuck are crabs in a barrel? That's not their natural environment. So if, you know, why would we account crabs in a barrel as quote unquote normal behavior when we've put you know, this species into an environment it's not supposed to be in? So the same thing with the alpha male with the wolves. The stuff that has come to mean alpha is not actually what counts as alpha, you know, in the wild. Because the whole point of, you know, evolution and all of that is to survive as a species. And if you have the guys just being assholes and hurting everyone else, yeah, that's not how you survive as a species.
I don't know. Look at COVID.
Yeah, look at COVID.
I'm nuanced because like they're not wolves, right?
They're not wolves.
So you're in society. But
Yes.
you can walk up to, if you're a natural leader,
Mhm.
you can just kind of go walk up to a group of guys you don't know and just sort of start leading them, right? Just kind of walk up with your alphaness and
Mhm.
just, you know, walk up, present yourself, be like, I don't know what you folks are doing here. But we're gonna start doing things this way because I'm the alpha.
Mhm.
I'm not even gonna ask if anyone has any problems with that because I'm an alpha naturally.
Mhm.
You can do that, right? Or are you just a fucking supervisor at your job where everybody else also works, but also where you can be fired? So isn't the person that can fire you the alpha?
No, that's different.
No, it's not. Well, yeah, it is different. It is different because they can also be fired by their boss, and you run it all the way up. Like, if you really think there's these alphas, the only ones that are really alphas, none of us ever see them, motherfuckers.
No.
We never
No.
see them. They land on top of the corporate building in a helicopter and take a shit in the penthouse suite and get back in their helicopter.
I mean, yeah, there is kind of a level of truth to that. Yeah.
Yeah, believing in that nonsense, it's not real. Or like, oh yeah, I guess
Well,
whatever.
It's not real, but I think they need it to justify their like bad behavior.
Yeah.
Because you know, if the whole thing is that you're alpha, that gives you the right to essentially like bully other people or put yourselves over other people because you're the alpha. And so I think it's just people who want to be selfish assholes and are leaning onto this weird Evo psych thing that doesn't exist. Most of Evo psych shit doesn't exist, I'm pretty convinced.
As
And
evolutionary psychology.
yes.
Okay.
But you know, and so they're leaning on these like bad ideas and claiming it's like some sort of new knowledge, or it's this like Evo psych shit, or it's this like Jordan Peterson shit or whatever, just to justify being assholes. Because when you get into it and you start looking at these people who, like a lot of these men who call themselves alphas, there's usually tons of homophobia, tons of misogyny, slut shaming, like these, I put women through tests before I date them to see if they're worthy of me.
Well, I mean, with all these tests, if you're so goddamn alpha, why don't people just behave how you want them to as soon as you show up?
They have to show they're willing to be trained like dogs.
You're full of shit, weirdos.
Yeah.
You're full of shit. Alpha.
They're so goofy.
What the fuck are you talking about? Or like you're with your group of friends. What are you, the alpha among your group of friends? Have you told them that? Like, have you told the fellas? Like, have you ever pulled all your guys and like, wait, I just want to have like sort of a meeting with, like, we're all friends, right? We all know each other from school, work, college. We all kind of developed, came together. We hang out a lot. We know each other's families, been to each other's kids' birthday parties. But just in case none of you don't understand this, among you all, I am the alpha.
Yes.
Have you had that conversation with your boys? You fucking bullshitter. You know, who you bullshitting, checking the chat space. All right, no one's saying anything about anything alpha there. I should go check over at the social dissonance page where I shared the link.
Yeah, I'm just glancing at the comments on the Twitter thread under the alpha male thing. It's kind of funny.
Oh, what else is there?
Some said, I'm an alpha male. LOL, no, you're not. You're an ass that thinks talking over other people makes you important. Do you even know what an alpha does? They feed and protect the pack. Where's your fanny pack full of cheesy crackers, Steve?
Your fanny pack full of cheese crackers.
Yes. And a bunch of pictures of the like those like stereotypical like right-wing militia guys, you know, like at the protests with the AR-15s and shit trying to look all hard.
Yeah, which one of them is the alpha male?
They're all alphas. They're alphas working together for a common cause. I don't know.
I mean, really, we might be able to get them to alpha each other out of here just by really,
there can only be one.
Yeah, presenting that question seriously. Like, I think you guys need to figure out who runs this shit and then point to a couple guys and be like, you know, because I mean, I see you over there, but I don't think you can fuck with my man over here. I think this cat right here kind of owns it.
No.
Should fall in line.
No. You should find out where they have like the tiniest of political disagreements, and then be like, I don't know. I feel like both of you are right, so I'm just gonna side with the alpha on this one.
Yeah.
and
right.
Just see what happens.
You got like Boogaloo and QAnon next to each other. See if they get to dumping.
And yeah, I'm amused by one of these that has like a militia guy memed. It says, I will not live in fear. But then under it says things he still fears. Scientists, books, George Soros, windmill, cancer, journalists, museums, Jews, mail and voting, women, Democrats, immigrants, brown people, black people, cancel culture.
Cancel culture.
Cancel culture.
Which also apparently is always happening to alpha males. How are you getting canceled, but you're also an alpha?
Well, because society is full of weaklings who don't appreciate your alphaness, so they're attacking you or something.
I love that one might use the word appreciate, and I like that you come from these kind of fucking right-wing folks. Not you come from them, but you've been there.
I've been there. And
they would say don't appreciate, and it's like, why would people that dislike you appreciate you?
Because you're the alpha.
Well, then get to alphan. They should be falling in line. But then again, that's also, like you said, that they use that to justify their shit. That's why when you look at political right wing, left wing, whatever, like right wing has the body count.
And as this is happening, I'm glancing through this thread. Someone has a screenshot of a man texting her saying, FaceTime me at 12 tonight. And then her saying, just FaceTime me. I'm doing homework and sometimes forget to check my phone. And he said, I don't follow women's leads. And the fact you can't follow simple instructions shows your lack of respect. That is what an alpha thinks is alpha behavior.
That's also like a preview to what you can get dating a Kevin Samuels fan.
It really
That's
is.
That's a Kevin Samuels fan like a motherfucker.
Yeah. And I mean, well, again, but bullying is their thing. That's why they're so obsessed with someone's penis is in the thread. Okay. That's why I don't know why it's there.
Was that alpha?
I don't know.
Hey, I took this phone that I pay millionaires a bill for me to use, and I took a picture of my penis and I put it on the internet in your thread. Alpha.
Nice. Yeah.
I almost hurt myself saying that.
See, that's what you get.
Not being alpha.
Willy-nilly nonsense.
That's what that really is.
Yeah.
They say they're being alpha males, but
these chicks are in there doing TikTok dances.
Okay, that's fucking. I'm not dealing with Greg Locke anymore. That's the last of the Lock. We're not playing that guy anymore.
You know you're lying.
You think we're playing another Greg Locke clip here? No. All right, what else are you seeing in that thread?
Let's see. He's not an alpha male. He's just the loudest one in the room and probably the most insecure. Oh, someone made a joke. Alpha male is the early version of a male before testing and bug fixes, unstable and not suitable for public release. Yeah, it's just fun. Alpha males don't exist whether you proclaim yourself to be one or not. Yeah, but yeah, and I think you also have made a valid point about the alpha males too, that it's you need the society to have those systems for you because you can't do these things on your own, which is also very not alpha.
No. Like, nigga, you pay HOA fees and you paint your house within the restricted color schemes.
Yeah.
Alpha, you mow your lawn on command, boy.
I mean, there's that, but then also when it comes to their bullying, they know who they can bully then too.
Yeah.
And it's like just picking on the people that society lets you pick on doesn't actually make you an alpha.
Yeah.
Like,
you're weak. You're actually being told what to do by another so-called alpha.
yeah.
And the main and you know why? Because just like we know we can kick your ass, but you'll call the cops on us. You can kick their ass, but they're gonna get the sheriff on you. And if someone can they can kick someone's ass, they're gonna get the state troopers.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna get the fucking reserves. And then someone's gonna get nuked. They've done it before.
They have.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just like amused by even the stuff like I think we bullied him into deleting his TikTok, I believe. We bully people on social media. That's what we do.
We're bullies?
Not really.
Social justice bullies. That's something I used to do on my Americans United Again page.
I mean, not really bullies, just, you know, mocking your stupidity, really. But it like, because that's this thing, there are these guys who are claiming they're alphas on TikTok where they'll just be like, pretend like take off their belts and like smack it against their hand and be like pretend they're talking to a woman, and it's like, what the fuck? This is not.
It's not satire. What the fuck? Wait, what?
Oh my god! Wait, you know, I've never seen those. And then there was the guy who was yelling, and he was like, "If you're a woman, I'm the alpha. You do what I tell you to do." He's like, said something like, "The only woman I listen to is my mother," or something like that. I was like, "What is wrong with you?"
You gotta be shitting me sideways in a snowstorm. There's alpha male TikTok.
Oh no!
This wasn't part of the show prep. God damn it! Now we're doing.
Oh no!
Okay. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm on the right thing?
He might be. I'm gonna try to find one of the guy in the suit.
Let me see what my man's on right here.
To my Greece dojo. Most likely when you look at me, you see an alpha male, a very intimidating specimen that encapsulates everything it means to be a masculine man in today's climate.
This is how they be talking.
Wait,
though.
is that satire?
No, this is how they be behaving.
This guy's serious?
Even if he's not, there are 10 dudes behind him who are. Like, this is how they be behaving.
Okay, let me cut to the next one. The fuck? Oh god, this actually looks horrible.
Oh, I think that's the belt guy.
That's a fucking really bad thumbnail.
Dealing with just a man. You're dealing with the alpha.
My bitch got a body like Alpha. What up, dog? I'm the alpha. So you better watch out, bro. And that goes for anyone around us.
Is he rapping? What the fuck was that?
Oh no.
Beta male cuck. I bet you're shaking right now. Just eat.
Oh, that's this guy making fun of them. Okay.
Also wouldn't.
Damn, he has 4 million views. All right, so he's not them. Where's the alpha male TikTok? Alpha males were banned from that's on January. Does it go back that far?
Oh yeah, it's been going on for months.
Why?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? Really good to see you again. Happy New Year. See you.
Okay.
So they're just hold on. I gotta find a compilation that does not have like
a presenter.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And while you're looking for a compilation that does not have a presenter, I would like to take folks on over here to people of color, especially children, most likely to be asked to leave Seattle libraries. All right, African Americans, especially children, are far more likely to be kicked out of Seattle libraries than patrons of other races, according to data the South Seattle Emerald obtained from the Seattle Public Library through a disclosure request. It's an article up by Erica Barnett. And I heard this one actually coming from the folks over there at the Context of White Supremacy program, nonpartisan Black conservatives. They go on to point out, Erica points out that between January and July 2018, which I also heard coverage on the context of white supremacy as well. More than a third of patrons who received exclusions notices, which can be verbal, that a patron cannot return to the library for a period ranging from a partial day to 2 years, were African American. Of 764 exclusions that included information about a patron's race, 61 did not include this information and have been excluded from this analysis. 33.4%, or just over 1/3, were African Americans, 7.5% were Hispanic or Latino, 55.5% were white, and the rest were another race. They point out that the racial disparity is even more stark among children who receive exclusion notices. Every one of the 52 kids under 16 who are excluded from library branches at least once this year, either Black 43, Hispanic 9, or the total number of child exclusions was greater than that number, 72, because some children were excluded from libraries a half dozen times or more. Throughout this post, the term exclusions refers to specific incidents, and the term individuals refers to specific people who have been the subject of more than one exclusion. And we have it all linked up there at winecellarmedia.com. Phoenix Kaliter has found.
I did find a video of one. I just DM'd it to you on Twitter. It's an article, so you have to scroll to the bottom to get it. But this is one of those alpha males.
Oh shit! Jesus!
This is the guy that we got him to delete his account, so I'm glad it's still here.
Also, history according to Jezebel. Right, we're over here at Jezebel.com. God damn!
Yeah, that one right there.
So this day, yeah, I haven't clicked on Jezebel in a long mucking time. All right, so let's do some alpha things with the alpha feller. It's gonna be good.
No, you ain't. You ain't a queen. You ain't never gonna be my queen because you ain't my mother.
Boy, you down here in the basement making more TikTok. What is wrong with you? Denisha done gone on with her life.
Oh my
and
God,
you
this
down
one
here-
is edited too. Why?
Damn it.
Why everyone with the edits? But anyways, you heard what he said, that you can never be a queen because you're not my mother.
Yeah. Oh, damn, it's only 8 seconds. Like, okay, so is this a thread full of them?
Bad bitches are single today. It's simple. Beautiful women, bad bitches are single today. It's simple. Feminism. Feminism taught you one that you a queen. You God's gift to this earth. You the prize. No.
Kevin Samuels fans, though he may have been this before.
The fuck you ain't. No, you ain't. You ain't a queen. You ain't never gonna be my queen because you ain't my mother. You don't love me unconditionally. You love me under conditions.
How Puerto Rican is this nigga?
Oh, we're not claiming him.
Oh, what, ma'am? Why ding da ding da ding da 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 ding?
Nope. Nope. He is not the king of the castle.
He kicks in the door. Boom.
He is not the king of the castle.
You a queen. You God's gift to this earth. You the prize. No, the fuck you ain't. No, you ain't. You ain't a queen. You ain't never gonna be my queen because you ain't my mother. You don't love me unconditionally. You love me under conditions.
His curtain is it's not on a curtain rod, it's on nails.
Oh.
The problem is that I'm a man, I'm a leader, I'm the toxic asshole guy.
Yeah,
the
you are.
Right? Because when we go out, right? You
a leader, who do you lead? Which is also something, folks, listen, all right? Relationship building advice. Again, and a lot of my shit is just like, fuck red flags. These are red lights. Stop. Okay?
Yeah.
Stop. All right? These are barriers. Just don't even go. It's a barrier. You can't drive through here. That road is fucked up. If he has this idea of leading, all right, a household isn't some fucking voyage. It's stationary. You don't actually lead it any damn where. You just live in it as one of the adults. What the fuck are you leading? What, when you go to the grocery store, you're the leader? All right, everyone, we're marching along. No, nigga. Even if you're driving the car, You're going on roads that are already paved and you're staying within the lines and following the proper traffic patterns and rules. You're not leading. You're going to a store that was already built. You're not taking your family and marching into the forest to catch some rabbits by hand while the children pick berries. You're not leading. That's weird. If he says that, he's weird and he doesn't think about words before he says them. He doesn't give a shit about definitions. Yes.
But he went to work to get the money to go to the store to buy the food. That's leading.
Went to work. Went to work sounds like he got hired. It sounds like somebody's leading him. The fuck are you talking about? Do not fuck around with these clowns that talk about their leaders, because they're not actually leading anything. They're just saying a word they like. They just like the word. It's a rhetorical aesthetic. Yes.
Because it comes from Christianity. Man is supposed to be the head of the household. He's the leader.
Even that, head of the household. What the fuck are you? It's a household. Eat your fucking Cheerios and shut the fuck up. There's nothing special happening.
Yeah, but that means he gets to make the decisions, because then this justifies shit like, you know, when it comes to like financial abuse, right? The housewives don't have any money because the husband won't let them access the bank accounts because he leads. Like, she doesn't need that, right? Or like when you and the wife disagree on how to discipline children, you get to pick the discipline because you lead. You get to do that.
Okay, so then use the proper word. Controlling. You want to be a controller, right?
Yes.
You don't want to be a leader. You want to be a controller. All right. So hear the word lead as control.
Yes.
Because they don't lead shit. Trust. Because I'm out functioning in this world as one of the men who apparently is not alpha, and none of them have led me anywhere. None of them. I mean, if anything, bought a house this year, realtor was a woman. Termite inspector was a woman. The closer down at the loan office was a woman. Where are these men? None of you men led me into the fucking house. You fucking clowns. All right, let's check out this leader. All right, Papo.
Right? Because when we go out, right, you expect me to take care of you, right? When we go out, I pay for it. You good. We go to the store, here, get some shoes. You good. I got you. But when I tell you to do something, do it.
Controlling.
Yes.
So you want to be a fucking dictator.
Yes.
Which is also weird. So yeah, like you just said, he wants to control like finances. Buy a curtain rod, nigga.
That's the problem. Don't expect me to chase you and beg you and get on my knees, bro. I'm not submissive. I'm dumb.
Also that, like, it's so weird how they're so obsessed with it being on a binary, because it's either I'm the alpha, I'm leading, or I'm being cucked on some beta submissive on my knees shit. Like, maybe you could just ask her to do it and say please, and it wouldn't be weird.
Right. And the fucking hyperbole, men are so fucking emotional, right? And that's the thing. If they can only be emotional like this, that's a fucking stop sign.
Yes.
He's for the streets. All right. Men that don't have emotional control are street men. He's for the streets. Shoot him out of your life. Drive-by sounds. I don't have a drive-by sound effect.
No.
This is a fucking clown. I went out, I got you something to eat. You know, she can get a job and get something to eat too. That's not actually a requirement. That's a choice you made. And apparently you didn't actually want to make that choice.
No. And then also too, I wonder, like, in a case like this where he's talking about getting her something to eat, does he mean he took her to like a fancy restaurant to show her off as his arm candy?
Yeah.
So like, you didn't even take her there for her. You took her there for you, probably.
Yeah. So you really just bought yourself an evening. And really, like, and if all you're doing to, like, if your concept is you're feeding her, you're just keeping her alive so that you can have something to masturbate into and show off, then she really need not do any chores. Do all that shit yourself, king. Why don't you lead your raggedy ass through this house with a fucking mop? What the fuck is wrong with these niggas?
On me. And then what happens is, I don't want to be that he's toxic, he's bad. Your friends tell you he's your bad guy, right? Then you go be with the nice guy and you end up.
You're actually, Toxic. Yeah, we got more words. You're corny. You're corny. You're a fucking dork. And you're fucking weak. All right. You have on a baggy muscle shirt. Little ass big man. Cut that shit out. Your face only look big because of your beard. Like you're a little ass man talking big, and you set the camera low so it's looking up at you. I know that because I can see the fucking light on your ceiling.
Yeah.
You have the camera looking up at your little Wayne ass. Shut the fuck up. Why?
That he's toxic, he's bad. Your friends tell you he's a bad guy, right? Then you go be with the nice guy and you end up cheating on him or leaving him because he's weak. He don't make you feel nothing. He don't blow the back. That's the problem. You're the problem. You're delusional.
So literally from this, all I've gotten, the only thing he's giving you is dick. Because he said the only reason they leave because the nice guys can't blow out the back. So dick. The only thing you have to offer is dick.
Which is also like, how come people... Welcome to the can't multitask worth a goddamn. So you can't have manners and decency and also be like have your partner enjoy your the sexual performance?
Nope.
You can't do both of those things.
No, because I told you the alpha shit is about being cruel and bullying, like showing emotions and being sensitive and actually talking to your partner is like beta shit. It's bitch shit. It's not alpha. You have to be mean to be alpha.
So far, what my man is bringing to the table, and excuse me, this is because alpha males are, they should be financially in order. So I don't intend to be classist.
Mm-hmm.
But I've lived in a few places in 5 different states. This bedroom looks like it's about in something around 950 square feet. He's even going by what I think is a light fixture up there because he has his camera down to look up at him to make himself taller because he's a little alpha. He's a very little big man and his nipples are very hard in that baggy muscle shirt right now. He glued a couple nickels to his chest. I'm a big fan of Nippleback.
Nippleback.
He never made it as a wise man. Couldn't make it as an alpha cheating.
Oh,
Got
no.
banned off of TikTok. The feminists didn't leave him breathing. And this is how you remind me that I need curtain rods. This is how your bedroom looks as you live like a slob. Nigga.
God. Yes.
Women say you're sorry ass, get from me. Man, get the fuck out of here. He's too easy to clown.
But they're all like this.
This is what you're bringing to the table. Your sexual performance of where we have no Yelp reviews to go by, right? Like we're only hearing one side of the story on that as far as what you call your sexual performance.
But also like, let's be honest. Are we going to pretend that it's probably good?
It's good if that's the only bar you've had so far. Yeah,
the bar is in hell.
It's tough.
Which because I know I'm saying that like kind of with snark, but I'm serious though because there's no way that you can convince me someone who like if this is honestly how he believes and how he thinks. I'm not hearing anything about respect for partners' boundaries, listening to partners' wishes. I tell you to do something, you do it. That is a one-way relationship. So you cannot convince me someone like that will listen to their partner's like sexual needs or intimate needs, or like, when a partner says this feels good or that doesn't feel good or whatever, like you've shown you don't give a fuck about your partners. I cannot imagine the sex would be good in any way. Like,
yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out what he brings to the table so far. It's like
mediocre dick,
an uneven taper,
a tattoo.
Yeah, he's okay. He's got a tattoo there. He looks like he has an old church dress over a love seat there in front of the thumbtacked up curtain, and landlord paint. That looks like landlord paint.
It looks like landlord paint.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he's the one that's the landlord, Maybe you want to talk to his landlord if you're looking for the alpha. That's the one that led him to a place to live where he could record this stupid ass video. Okay. So, I mean, folks, sound off. If I see comments later after this episode, I will read them in the next recording. So it's okay to come in late, all right, if you catch the archive on what you hear when a Futhermucker says they're an alpha male.
Yes.
Oh, shit. We got some activity in the archive chat space there. What do we got over here, buddy? Oh, somebody is requesting mutual aid, but I don't know them. Yeah, I don't know them. Yeah, so my bad. Kind of got to write you off as a troll because you just kind of popped up there on that one. So we don't know ya. Biggity bye. And there goes Brian Gadsden said, LOL, I remember this. I cracked. Oh, y'all. Wait, Brian Gadsden from Twitter, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so you folks already know what's going on. Said he's a leader that can't even install a curtain. No, I don't. And that probably shouldn't be bugging me like this. He said, or at least pay somebody to install the curtain rod.
Yeah.
Maybe he should call me. A man that has things like power drills and extra screws. I actually have extra hooks. I might even have a curtain rod down there. I'll check. Matter of fact, he can come check with me. I'll lead him down to my basement where I have those things.
It's bothering you because it's yet just another sign of the hypocrisy.
Oh, God.
Right? Because of what he's saying, that like he wants that sort of like old school patriarchal family values, like 1950s shit. But like you can't even put up curtains in a house. You don't even have a house to put up curtains in. And you don't have curtains up in your house. Like, stop this leader shit, nigga.
Yeah, like really, your video should be like on your porch with you sipping a mint julep. Like, nigga, you are in a bedroom.
Yeah, that really is like the thing though, because they're always on this whole like, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Like, well, nigga, do you have a house to put a hoe or a wife in?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
A house to put a hoe or a wife in. God damn.
What?
Niggas ain't got no hoes, ain't got no wives.
Ain't got shit.
Oh shit. Britain Loco said, I install window treatments for a living. It was the first thing I noticed too. Yeah. And I'm gonna get I'm definitely let me quit talking all that shit, right? I gotta get the curtain rods in order here too, as well. I'm just also not making weirdo. I'm actually making videos about working on the home.
Yeah.
He might want to check some of those out. I do have some good yard work videos up. Someone lead him to my videos. This nigga, man.
Oh no.
All right, let me dance it on back and grab a little bit more from toward the end of this article up on by Erica Bennett on people of color, especially Black children being removed from libraries. And they're talking about the library releasing a statement saying the library's goal is for everyone to use the library successfully. We can only do that by maintaining an environment that allows everyone of all ages and backgrounds the opportunity to learn and access library resources and services. End quote. One option that is suggested by an individual Dowd is to train library workers for their new role as first responders for people dealing with major mental health and substance abuse issues. Quote, that is your job, whether that's what you signed on for or not, in the sense that it's unavoidable. Shit, what do you think of that? Like, if they're gonna do that, they need to up in that pay and give them that training.
Yeah, so they should probably take money away from the police department to do that.
There you go.
I mean, also we should take money away from the police department. Some people were talking about trying to implement it, just having essentially like an emergency services, but a unit that is specifically like mental health workers to go with paramedics for like, you know, these type of situations.
And it wouldn't hurt the cops. You could actually open up the new department of training and then continued working with these library folks, and these good cops I keep hearing about, they can be the ones to do it. Remove them from being cops, no more uniform, get rid of the badge, you don't need all that business. All right, you work in the library industry now. So it's an industry, it's a service. Yeah, you're in the library service now.
I don't think I want cops in the library.
Don't want cops in the library?
No.
What about the other 60%?
I cannot believe. I just want to know if whoever did that headline did it on purpose. I just want to know the 40% with the cops from the
For
New York
folks
Post.
tuned in.
So there was that I think was with New York Post, I think, or New York Daily News, one of those two. They did an article saying that they might fire 40% of the police on the Seattle Police Department because they're refusing to get COVID vaccines. But it was the headline. So the headline says 40% of police. And I don't know if you've Googled 40% of police lately, but if you haven't, you should.
Yeah. Well, spoiler alert for anyone new tuning in.
Yes.
40% are known to engage in spousal abuse.
Domestic violence.
Domestic violence. I guess, yeah, because you're hitting children and every damn body.
Right.
Probably the fucking dog. All right. Dancing it on down here. Arrested. A 67-year-old man allegedly threatens and sends racist letters to a church.
Damn.
Out in Shreveport, Louisiana. The 67-year-old man on Tuesday last week was arrested for allegedly sending terroristic threats and letters containing racist statements to a Shreveport church. Tuesday, the Shreveport police fellers, they arrested Mr. David Teffertiller. That nigga's name is Teffertiller.
Teffertiller.
All right, David Teffertiller. It sounds racist. David Teffertiller.
It sounds like a racist action. Like, don't let them Teffertill you.
Ooh, he probably did a lot. He did a bunch of Teffertilling. That's how his family got the name.
Ooh.
Damn, the Teffertillers. So David Teffertiller, so they arrested him and booked him into the Shreveport County Jail on one count of terrorizing and one count of hate crimes. Teffertiller was transferred to Caddo Correctional Center and on Wednesday appeared in court and told the Caddo District Judge, John Mosley, that he could not afford an attorney. Mosley appointed the Caddo Parish Indigent Defender's Office to represent Teffertiller. They got all them fucking French laws and shit, Louisiana. You never know what the hell they're calling things.
Oh, indigent laws?
Yeah.
That's just for poor people. That just means they're going to give you a public defender because you're too poor.
All right, Wardy.
Right.
The investigation began September 30th when the Shreveport police fellers were dispatched to the Greenwood Acres Full Gospel Baptist Church on the 7400 block of Greenwood Road on the Greenwood Road on reports of the church receiving terroristic threats and letters that contained racist statements. Following up on the incidents, investigators they use that word too many times. This is actually the article. Following up on the incidents, investigators following up on the incident learned that the church has been receiving random letters since January 2021, but the communications suddenly became more frequent.
Wow.
All right. So the detectives were able to speak with witnesses whose statements helped investigators and identify Teffertiller as the person they believed responsible for the hateful communication. Tuesday, investigators obtained an arrest warrant for Teffertiller, charging him with one count of each terrorizing and hate crimes. Wow. They took him into custody at his home without incident. He survived it.
He survived it.
Yep. The white man can always survive getting arrested.
I wonder if he's going to get in extra trouble because he sent them to a church. Like, I know there's racism and whatnot, but it's still a church. I don't know.
It could be a good publicity stunt. Yeah, it's a good political move. Look, we take care of our colors down here.
That's true.
All right, we treat them good. Been treating them good. And Barry Hussein, there isn't really much to it, right? Yeah. I really just have it just to note it that they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know, I understand. You gotta protest, make your voice heard, do all that business. Obama was still gonna break ground on his presidential thing. They're still going to gentrify. There's going to be more of a police presence to help with that gentrification, right? Anyone homeless that may have been anywhere near that area is going to get pushed off to whatever other area, maybe somewhere where there's already homeless people, and just increase the population there in that spot of the city. Yeah, and that's what Obama has to do.
He doesn't have to.
He's the first black president to gentrify you niggas. What?
That's not an accomplishment. That's not a good thing.
You can't just go building libraries on Wall Street. You got to build libraries on Main Street.
Why?
Wall Street won't let you. Main Street doesn't have a fucking choice.
Oh, that's the real reason why.
That's right. Maine.
Oh, no.
All right, and Newport News, man shares history of racial slurs and threats from a landlord following Attorney General's blatant inability to click this link. All right, and that's a fact-based fact, Jack.
Virginia Attorney General Mark Herring is suing a Newport News landlord for systemic housing discrimination, alleging horrific treatment of renters.
New tonight, a man tells 13 News Now he's one of the tenants who's been threatened and called racial slurs by David Merriman. Investigative reporter Evan Watson breaks down the case, a first of its kind.
The Attorney General's lawsuit claims landlord David Merriman harassed and threatened tenants, calling some of them the N-word and denying repairs. Mark Herring wants a jury trial here in Newport News.
I think it's terrible. I think he got a little behind time, I guess. You need to catch up with the real world.
Joseph Robertson says his landlord, David Merriman, has repeatedly called him the N-word and harassed him.
Different threats, different racial slurs, one thing after another, There's always something with him.
Merriman owns dozens of properties across Newport News. At first, Robertson says he was shocked by his treatment.
Yeah, he told me he spit on me.
Virginia Attorney General Mark Herring says Robertson isn't alone. Herring filed the first pattern and practice housing discrimination lawsuit against Merriman. He's seeking $8 million in compensation for tenants, saying Merriman rented uninhabitable properties to people. Robertson says his stove doesn't work and there's no heat in his house.
More people need to know how he really is and how he be doing his tenants. You don't do nothing for the house, don't fix nothing.
The lawsuit claims Merriman threatened the lives of a black female tenant and her minor children, leading to a protective order, and told black renters they should, quote, go back to Africa. Merriman and his attorney did not respond to voicemails requesting comment today. In Newport News, Evan Watson reporting for 13 News Now.
Merriman has at least 9 eviction hearings set for Monday in Newport News General District Court.
Robertson says he's one of the tenants summoned for that hearing.
Who are suing you for discrimination while they're suing you for discrimination?
A little bit bold.
A little bold.
A little bit. And sad, like that brother, he doesn't like what's going on, obviously. He's also jaded. He's been black for so long, and it's been like this the whole time. His shoulders were down, slumped, racial slurs and whatnot, and to just show folks how he is.
Yep.
But also, I disagree with my man. He is not back in the old times.
No, he is not.
He is in the now like a futhermucker, sir.
I think he knew that probably. Because he seemed too jaded not to know. I think that he was like, is this what I'm supposed to say? Is this the platitude? Like, I kind of got that vibe from him.
I think everyone's just too used to saying it, right? Or like when I first moved to Illinois with you, when I was working in the restaurant out there, I think I mentioned like someone racist, and one guy kept saying, "Oh, are they from the South?" A teenager, they from the South? It's just like you don't know, do you, youngster buddy?
No.
And oddly enough, a white teenager. So surely he's growing up in a household that's just saying that one of those post-racial, hey man, we voted for Obama.
Would have voted for him a third time if we could have.
Yeah. Yeah, he seemed liberal-y. All right, so that is going on and it's good fun. And I got that news from Atlanta Black Star and from the folks over there at Dusty Renegade. And I did, after years, as a podcaster that follows like different Facebook pages and whatnot, to get the news they post. After all these, after all these years, I finally just unfollowed Atlanta Black Star.
Oh, really?
I just had to fucking do it. Like the headline that landed was Gabrielle Union has a dirty or kinky or sex bucket list or something.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like the celebrity gossip far too much outweighs how much they post stories like that. It's like, I get like you got your business model, your ad rev, but it's like, how about, I don't know, see if you can't make your shit a 501c3 for Black journalism or something, and ask your crowd for donations. 1 million Black people subscribe to you. You get thousands of comments a day. Folks love your outlet. Try it out. See if you can rely on something more than clickbait ad rev from fucking tacky ass celebrity gossip.
Yeah.
I don't even know who barely a quarter of these celebrities fucking are. I don't need to know about every time they fucking fart in a cup and throw it at their grandma. Shit. Right? And so let's go on over here to this one where hey, what the fuck? All right, where I thought I had a video queued, it is totally not there. But a Black man was dragged through shards of glass by the police fellers who did not offer help.
Of course.
There's dramatic CCTV footage that shows several cops jumping out from an unmarked van and pointing their guns in the face of a terrified Black man who was driving home from McDonald's. And he is 23 years old. I'm still going to go ahead and go into another tab so I can bring this one up and try to get the darn video for you folks there. Here we are. All right, I'll grab it from the folks over here at the Charlotte Observer. All right, so let's go ahead and get a screen share in so you can see what it is going on with these police fellers and this 23-year-old driving home from McDonald's. Damn. Well, damn it, Charlotte Observer. It's a different video.
Oh.
Apparently the police, they were grabbing a 66-year-old librarian by her hair and pulling her from the car.
Oh, good.
Oops, I got the wrong story of police brutality. And but this one's also from 2021.
Such an American thing to say.
Oh, damn. And from the same search results from 9 hours ago, video shows cops pulling paraplegic man out of his car by his hair. God damn.
God.
And then we get to the Black man dragged through shards of glass. Let's do that again. All right. The search I put in was that exact words: Black man dragged through shards of glass by police who didn't offer help. I get the 66-year-old librarian pulled out of her car by her hair, cops pulling a paraplegic man out of his car by his hair, and then the actual story of the episode. Like, Jesus. And then you also got mom beaten by Philly cops, separated from child. Oh, that was during okay, I remember that one. Remember that? Yeah, from what was that, during George Floyd protest?
And the kids kidnapped the kid, or the cops kidnapped the kid.
And wasn't that white woman cop taking pictures with the kid?
Yeah.
See, that's why, like, if you're a white woman and I don't know you and I first come across you, don't be surprised if I don't say shit. Don't even make any eye contact. Y'all be fucking dangerous. All right, and it seems like I can't get a video of the damn shit.
That's okay.
Right? Venus is like, nigga, get on with the story. Right? This is embarrassing. You got any heat while I try to figure this out?
Oh, damn. Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I am sucking ass right now.
Let me see. Do I have any news here? Let's see. I think I talked about the Black children who, you know what? We never talked about. In Texas, I don't think we mentioned that. Who is this? Brian Slayton, Republican, filed HB 3326 to abolish abortion in Texas. And he says, quote, the bill will end the discriminatory practice of terminating the life of innocent children. Yeah. Anyways, the point being, his little caveat to the abortion bill, it would make it legal to give sentence women to the death penalty if they have an abortion. So I guess we'll see what goes on there. Well, you know.
All right. So I have it now.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. That was all right. Here we are.
Oh shit. And in mine, the story about the paraplegic guy pulled out of the car by police showed up, and it says the NAACP is investigating. So that tells me the race of the victim.
Oh, and in the thumbnail on the Google search, I was using Google. I saw it was black.
Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah. All right. So I have the video up here. It's showing. All right, here's the car pulling over. Damn, and then they fucking box him in with the unmarked white van. That was wild. You saw that shit? The unmarked white van pulled ahead like a fucking action movie.
What the fuck? Why are they being so aggressive?
He's driving home from McDonald's.
Also, I don't see any lights flashing. That has to be the most terrifying shit you will ever see in your life. Just cops like rushing out and surrounding your car like that. You gotta think you're about to die.
All right, and there they are. They're busting the window. They're dragging them out. And it's not a very good quality video. That's CCTV.
So it's a CCTV, so none of them were wearing cams then.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you don't get. I did see the drag out there. Right there, you see him yanking his body out through the glass that they broke, and fucked his hands all up. You see there where he had to get patched up by the doctor folks, and he says he was talking to the folks out there. Metro UK, one of those bullet point websites, said police just start smashing my car. They were going for the windows and knocking their guns against my car. End quote.
So, can I just point out, this is in the UK, right?
Yeah.
A couple days ago, remember we covered the Sarah Everard story?
Yep.
So if folks missed that, a cop who just got off work saw a woman named Sarah Everard, stopped her, basically fake arrested her for violating COVID protocols, and then kidnapped her, raped her, and set her body on fire. He just got convicted of murdering her a couple days ago or a week ago, maybe. And of course, it's headlining all across the UK. And there was this huge public outrage because then police started arresting the protesters for also violating COVID protections, right? So they arrested the protesters for the same thing that the murder victim got arrested for. And in response to all this, the police there said, if you get stopped by an officer and feel unsafe, right, because their officers are unsafe, call their 911 and wait for more officers to come. Now I'm seeing this after they made that statement. This is what happens when more officers come. That is quite the timeline of events.
So are they getting their America on, or are they being like, I don't know their pigs too well, but we've covered rape culture stories out there.
Yeah,
with their pigs. They're probably the same. They're pigs.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of like police brutality and like sexual violence stories about police, but not a lot of shootings. With police, but
it's just not, they're not in the gun clapping.
Right.
All right. So yeah, because pigs are pigs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're just bloody pigs.
Just bloody pigs.
Yeah. Or whatever they call them out there. They have the UK, do they have a term for them?
I don't know. We'll have to ask.
Yeah, UK niggas. What do y'all call the pigs out there? Right? We call them a bloody Boris. And just turn into the archive chat space, because it is almost 9:30. We should be getting our old asses to rest as we try to figure out the damn plumbing here. Looking at Zach Loco and Britain Loco real quick in the chat space. Zach Loco saying there's probably a very large overlap between abusers and anti-vaxxers. I mean, thinking about and I think I covered this in a morning wine cellar months ago. I think I covered it by myself. I don't know if Phoenix was on that episode where I covered there was increased abuse among like restaurant staff because, and it was like, no, I think you were there, because we were like, because people that are less likely to abuse them are being responsible and staying home because they want to be socially responsible, decent people, while the assholes of the assholes are now the only people that are out. I remember that at that time.
Yep.
And that's why I was gonna make like some satire, like a little short satire article of about how despite being in a pandemic, a man still asks women to smile behind masks. And I was like, I can't joke about that right now.
And they do.
Yeah, because they're literally out there like trying to give these young women COVID and continue to abuse them the same. Basically abuse them to death.
Yeah.
And Britain Loco, I think, responding to Zach Loco, saying, hopefully the Venn diagram of cops refusing to get vaccinated and cops that are abusers is a circle.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, we actually can be sure.
I feel like we can. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think we're the pig whisperers. Like
pig whisperers.
We do. We have a fucking PhD in the swine.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's not kosher.
All right, winecellarmedia.com. Folks, tip jars wide open. Anybody want to throw a buck at it? PayPal.me/Phoenix and William. The Venmos at Wine Cellar Media, and there's that patreon.com/Wine Cellar Media Fund. We have a fucking thick ass plumbing bill coming our way. And no, I am not doing my Halloween idea this year. I'm not doing anything that costs money but bills and food after this plumbing thing. Shit. All right. Y'all be as safe as possible wherever you are.
Bye.
I have to click stop.
You have to click stop.
I go to goddamn Zoom to get the stopping on them fellers.
Really?